Hello, Summer Institute. In this screencast, I just want to quickly go over the changes that I've made to my class webpage. So, I've been working on this some as well. My time this summer has been a huge portion, I'd say 40%, has been on redesigning and basically recreating my programming class for next year, which I've been posting a huge amount of stuff on. That's been a big endeavor. Another huge portion of my time, I'd say another 40%, is refreshing my skills in trigonometry because I'll be teaching that next semester, or this upcoming semester. And I haven't seen trig since college, so just going over some stuff, making sure, everything's fresh in my head and stuff so I can do good at that. And then the other 20% of my time then has been devoted towards just updating my website, going ahead and getting some lesson plans on there, and all of that kind of stuff. So in this video, I just want to show you what I've been doing with the website. So it's different from how I had it set up last year. Last year, I had two columns, and on the left side over here, I had a bunch of announcements for my different classes that I really honestly didn't use that often, and just took up some space. And then on the right side over here, I had the calendar. And on a big screen, if you're in the lab, it looks fine. That way it was set up, it actually looked kind of nice. But on the students' iPads, it was a little squished. And I never really liked that about my website. Now, what I did last year to kind of get around that was you can go into the individual classes. So, say you can go to trigonometry, for instance, and then that would bring you up on a web page here that just has trigonometry's stuff on it. So it just filters it out, so all you see is what's going to be happening in trig, for instance, and nothing else. And then that's one column in full screen, and so that worked good on their iPads. But this year I really just wanted a minimalist approach, and I wanted them to be able to get all of that on one page. So what I've done this year then is just made it one column. So here I have my individual classes that the students can go to, and this will still have announcements, and I'll have a little section on there where they can grab their syllabus, stuff like that. But if they just come down here to the bottom, it has everything. So I have all the classes color coded. Algebra 1 is going to be green. Algebra Extended is going to be red, and then Trigonometry is going to be blue. And this is really kind of cool down here because, I'm sorry, this little Windows thing just keeps annoying me. I don't know why it does that. It's because the screencast in Mac just keeps popping up. So what happens is the students can come here on any given day, and they can see what we're going to do. So for instance, if you were to go here, you would have a list of, for instance, what the daily quiz is going to be for the day, any information, what we're going to be doing in class, homework that they're going to have. If you click on more details, then in here you can also find attachments. That one doesn't happen to have an attachment, so let me go to one that does. So for instance, if I go over here to this one, again, they can click on this for trig, they can click on it, go to more details, and then again, it has a list of, here's what we're going to be doing, here's the problems, here's some videos that you should be watching for some help, here's the homework, and then they have an attachment here, and so right there you can click on the attachment, boom, pops it open, they can print it off or do whatever they need to do with it. So the cool thing about this is that they can see exactly what we're going to be doing for the week. They can look ahead. So notice I have Algebra 1 and Extended 2 weeks out I have plans for, and Trigonometry I have really far out because, again, I've been spending a lot of time going over what I'm going to be doing with that class. But at any given point, they can see what we're going to do. I usually try to stay at least a couple weeks ahead for the students, and they can click and see what they're going to do. So here's Extended, for instance, and on this day, as long as everything stays within the time frame that I want it in, we're going to do some stuff here. So we're going to have a daily quiz. We're going to be working on multiplication table, actually, because they extended. I want to make sure they definitely know their multiplication table before we move on anywhere else. That's like the first thing I check. We're going to be simplifying some fractions, giving them some examples. We'll be doing a worksheet in groups. And then right here I have the worksheets that we'll be using in class. So it's, again, it's just boom, it's all right there. Great thing about this, well, there's several great things about this. Having my plans online is great for quite a few different reasons. One, the students never have an excuse for what we did in class. So if they're sick or they missed a day because, some band activity or whatever, it's entirely their responsibility to stay up or to stay on top of what we're doing in class. They have everything that we're doing right here. The other cool thing is, again, if they're sick or whatever, they have their homework for the day, so they know exactly what the homework is supposed to be, and so then they're expected to have that done. Parents, a lot of times, they'll call me and talk to me, and they'll want to know, hey, what's my student doing in class? What's their homework assignment? And I just tell them, hey, go to the website. Here it is. You can look at it. You can see exactly what's due. You can download any attachments, that need downloaded. It's all just right there. Even at work, I'll have people in special ed department. They might ask, hey, the student that's in your extended class, they said they didn't have any homework whenever they're with me at transition. And if they go to my website, they can see, hey, boom, right there. They did have homework, and here's what it was. So it's pretty cool. So this year, that's what I did. It's kind of made it real simple here. Again, at any given point, the student can just click on the exact day. They can see exactly what we're going to be doing, any attachments. They can pull off, and they know where we're at and what we're doing. So that's my calendar.